Today, I have got a very unique guest this morning. I'm going to hold this bottle up. I don't know if you can see it or not. It says Big Bear Lake Bottled Water Company on it. And I can assure you this water does not come out of our lake. But with us today, I have got the owner, and I'd like to introduce to you, as soon as we can switch over here, there's Andrew. How are you, sir?
Dennis. Fine, thank you very much.
You know, Andrew, I've said for years, we need something that says Big Bear Lake Bottled Water Company on it for people around here so they can take it home as a souvenir.
That's right.
And so how did you come up with this idea?
Well, it happened a couple of months ago. I realized that Big Bear didn't have its own brand of water.
Okay.
And I thought, what does Arrowhead or Fiji have to do with Big Bear Lake?
Exactly.
So I registered the name, I researched the business,
Okay.
and I found out that water is, a great selling product with a good profit margin.
Right.
What the name wasn't taken.
Okay.
And I found a bottling company and started selling. November 8th was my first sale of last year.
Wow,
And,
that's incredible. So no one actually had the name Big
No.
Bear Lake Bottled Water Company.
Yeah, and I was really surprised.
Me too.
I've been told for years if it's got Big Bear on it, it would sell.
It's taken.
And so I was very pleased that I had the opportunity, and it's going well.
Wow. All right. So now, Andrew, you're not a rookie up here. You've lived here for a number of years, haven't you?
I've lived on the mountain for 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah. Currently, I'm in Rain Springs. I've had businesses in Rain Springs, but my family and I have lived up here for 12 years.
Fantastic. So you're really involved in the community besides just being an entrepreneur.
Yes, and I'm trying to get more involved every day. I
Good.
want to give back to the community. I want to help people, but I have to make certain that first the business can grow and will be stable so I can help people in the future.
You know, that says it all. Our Chamber of Commerce up here does such a wonderful job of promoting business for the whole valley.
They do.
But one thing that I've seen in the past is when a new business comes on the scene, it's like a target for everybody in town. We need money. We need donations. We need this. And when you're a new business, you're getting your feet on the ground, and
Right.
it's tough the first year or two. But I know all the businesses really just jump in, and they try to give what they can. So I completely appreciate where you're coming from.
And everyone has been, other business owners have been very helpful and have given suggestions to me. I've
Good.
gone to meetings and network groups, and they've given suggestions on how I should do my sales and how my marketing plan. Everyone has been very helpful and thoughtful and considerate.
Well, I can sit here and armchair this to death, and I can say, get a hold of Stater Brothers and Vaughn. Try Big Bear Mountain Resorts.
Right.
But I was talking to you a little earlier, and you know what? Andrew's tried all those, and he's getting his feet in the door as best he can.
Yep.
But you know what? If you know somebody that may want to carry Big Bear Mountain bottled water, Big Bear Lake bottled water, then what you need to do is get a hold. And for right now, where can people get water like this just to try it out?
Well, I've got 29 accounts currently.
Wow.
I've got a community market. I've got Alpine Liquor, Village Liquor, Saucy Mama, Amangela's. I've got the Sweet Shop has a couple cases. I've got Lagunitas Lodge. I've got.
Wow.
Yeah. I just got an account down the hill.
You can use notes. It's okay.
Well,
I use notes all the time.
I wouldn't be doing anything without my accounts, and I
Well,
want to make sure they all get a
plug.
shout out. Right.
Well, that's right. Well, what we're going to be talking about today, and it's not yet, but we're going to be giving away a whole case of water to one of our lucky callers. But don't call in. And by the way, it cannot be won by the same person that just won. By the way, you can stop calling. The phones are ringing off the hook. The movie tickets have been had already. So I've got like 12 lines, and they were all, so get rid of them all. We're not going to answer anymore. But in a little bit, what we're going to do is we're going to give away a case of water.
Great.
And that sort of thing. So what we're going to do, in a little bit, I'm going to tell you to call. So don't call yet. Well, Andrew, what are some of the other places up here?
We've got
Let's give them credit now.
Wolf Total Fitness.
Oh,
We've
okay.
got Mountain Fitness.
Oh, sure.
Club Bombay. Best Western has taken several cases, and the larger businesses, bonds, staters,
Uh-huh.
I am required to go through the corporation.
Oh, sure you are. It's going to take time.
Right.
Just like Bear Mountain Resorts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm finding that a lot of the larger businesses are locked into a contract with
Yeah.
another bottle
You
water
got
supplier.
it.
And I'm hoping that there will be a way for both of us to be in the businesses and both be able to service all the people, but we'll see.
Well, I found out a long time ago. I went to somebody and I said, I'd like some Dr. Pepper, and I noticed you don't carry it. And they said, no, because we buy whatever, and I'm getting this all wrong probably, we buy Coke instead of Pepsi or
Right,
something,
right.
and Coke doesn't carry it, and I can't carry a competitor, and I'm
Right.
going, well, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, but that's just life on the range.
Yep, and I don't begrudge anyone.
No.
It's business, and that up to a certain point, the businesses have to look after themselves.
So you do sell to wholesale to businesses.
Yes.
And then they in turn will market the water at whatever price
Yes.
they want to, or
Yes.
something like that.
I don't do home delivery.
Okay.
But my goal, I sell it by the case. It's 24 bottles to a case.
Okay.
And a case costs $5.99 plus CRV, which is a cost of $7.19.
Well,
for the
everybody
business.
gets that. No,
Yeah.
So $5.99 a case.
Right.
All right. Now, so if you want to get a case of water,
Right.
and you're at home, can they come to you?
They can email me. They can call me on my cell. My email is BBLBWC for Big Bear Lake Bottled Water Company at gmail.com.
Okay.
And my cell number, I'll give it out.
Go ahead. Tell
It's
the folks.
909-838-8800. And
And if you didn't get those, we're going to repeat them a couple more times before the end of the show. And we'll try to put that on our website so that
Thank
you
you.
can come back in and then just look it up. Now, if they were to Google you and they just Googled Big Bear Lake Bottled Water Company, will you show up?
I will. I've joined the chamber, and the chamber is
Got a web page for you?
That's right. Some contact information, and my next phase is working on a website for myself.
Fantastic. But right now you do have a website with the Big Bear Chamber
I
of
do.
Commerce. That is such a great opportunity that they provide over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you came up with the idea because there was just no Big Bear Lake bottled water anywhere.
That's right.
All right. So how on earth how did you go about finding, tell me, what were the steps involved when you said, I think I'm going to do this?
Well, first of all, I've never sold bottled water at all. So I'm starting from.
So he's a rookie. He's wet behind the ears.
Oh, so much. And,
So go ahead.
I researched the market. I made sure that bottled water was profitable, and
That's true.
And it's $1 billion industry globally.
Whoever, 10 years ago, if somebody says, I'm going to buy a bottle of water, I said, you are out of your mind.
And I understand there are a lot of people who are against the plastic use, and I understand there's that opinion. But it is a convenience factor. You can't take a hose out onto the lake, and you can't take the kitchen sink out into the forest when you're hiking.
Right. But it is recyclable.
It is recyclable,
Okay.
and down the road, I hope to use recycled plastics for my bottled water.
Fantastic.
But when I started, I thought that it's profitable. I registered the name. I found a bottling company. I don't bottle it myself. I don't go down to the lake with buckets. And
So if I come by at night, I'm not going to see a tank of water in the back of your truck going in the garage.
Exactly. I am on a strict budget.
Of course.
I don't have a warehouse up here yet.
Okay.
That's the next step. Also.
So that's your van. No.
Yeah. I deliver with my own vehicle.
Okay.
And I'm working on my home currently.
Good.
And it's paying for itself, and that's the good news.
Oh, listen.
I had
Great.
to put out some money for the first order.
Sure.
But after that, the sales have been covering the cost of
Okay.
the bottled water.
Now, it is, I assume when you go to a bottling company, they get water from some source, and I don't care where they get it.
Right.
Even the ones that say bottled from Mountain Springs, it's a pipe in the ground that comes out of a spring. But when it goes to them, a bottling company filters the water, I assume, and makes sure that it's extremely pure.
There are, I believe, 6 types of water
Okay.
out there. And there's like artesian, sparkling, spring,
Okay.
purified.
Okay.
This is purified water, and it is enhanced with electrolytes. Some
Oh.
bottled waters just are purified.
Okay.
And after a while, they take on the taste takes on the characteristic of the container.
Ew.
So, but when they put electrolytes into it, other minerals, and
Okay.
it gives it a good taste. And the bottling company is in Colton. It's the closest bottling company I could find.
Good idea.
And don't let the name fool you. And I do buy my water from them, but it's excellent water.
It is. It tastes great. I mean, I've tasted brand X, Y, and Z all the time, and I got to tell you, this has really nice flavor. It doesn't have an aftertaste, which some waters do.
That's right, and I was very pleased with that. And I've had a lot of positive feedback on the quality of the water, the logo, the idea of the concept, and things are going okay.
Great. You know, I actually opened one of your competitors, and I don't even remember who it was now. And I opened it, and before I took a drink, I actually smelled it smelled like perfume coming out or something. So apparently they added something to it to give it smell. And I'm going, give me a break.
You know, I mean, we can only do so much. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still gonna be water in a bottle. Okay, I mean, I can make this the fanciest label and put bells and whistles on it, but I'd rather pass along a quality water at an affordable price to the consumer. And so far, I'm meeting that goal.
And you know, folks, if you've ever had friends over, you got company coming up, what a neat idea. How'd you like a bottle of Big Bear water? This is just really cool.
Thank you. And I'm trying to market it. It's a two-pronged approach. One to the tourists who will be visiting us on the summer and the winter time, as a souvenir item.
Absolutely.
And the second prong is towards the local community to support. I'll gain their support over the slow periods of the season, I hope. Because it's Big Bear, and whatever we can do to promote Big Bear together benefits all of us. So,
I agree.
So,
well, you know, I'm sitting here with my little marketing hat on in the background saying, oh, you know what? Andrew, listen, you got to get a hold of the marinas because in the summer they're going to be cooking.
I've already talked to.
He's ahead of me.
Pine Knot to Leo over at
Oh,
Pine
good. Yeah, no,
and,
Leo's my buddy.
Captain John, I believe.
Good,
talked to me,
good. Don't
and they're
forget to
both
go down
interested.
to Pleasure Point.
I've been to Pleasure Point, Holloway's.
Oh, good.
And but I started this at the wrong time, really, in the winter time.
That's okay.
It is because it gives me a base to jump off in the summertime.
Then you're going to know some of the ins and outs by the time summertime gets here.
I can make my mistakes now instead of.
And do you know where else? Well, I'm just a thought here. Get a hold of the board of realtors up the Association of Realtors. They're right in town here.
Yep.
Stop in and see them and see if you can be one of the speakers at one of their monthly meetings. And you know, this would make you close a property, guys. If you're in real estate, leave them a case of Big Bear water right on their table or in their kitchen when they come in for the first time they use their cabin.
Yep.
What a great idea.
I'm going to all the realtors, passing out flyers saying the exact same thing. You know, are you thirsty? You know, drink my water. Do you close
But
an
it's a
escrow?
great gift.
It is. And
Wow.
I'm also part of a networking group that meets every Wednesday.
Right. I've heard of them.
And you know, I've joined the chamber. I've talked to the resort association, and
Super.
you know, I'm one step at a time. I'm trying to get accounts down the hill.
Yeah. Oh, you got to have that. You need to get off the mountain too.
Yeah.
Everybody
Exposure
knows
is the best thing for everyone.
that. Okay. Now we're going to do this a couple more times, but really slowly. First, cell phone number.
909-838-8800.
Say it one more time.
909-838-8800.
And the website. That's important. Let's spell it out.
It's an email.
It's an email. I'm sorry.
It's BBL.
Big Bear Lake.
WC.
Right.
Bottled Water Company.
Okay.
At gmail.com.
At Gmail. Perfect. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get that on our website. So, John, I'll send you the information as soon as we're done here, and we'll just go forward with that and that sort of thing. Now, right now you can pick it up around town.
Yep.
You could actually go on and give Andrew a call or send him an email, and you don't mind selling to the public, but you're not going to do home delivery. Is that correct?
Well, I don't have a retail outlet for sales to the public.
So all you can do is refer them to whoever's selling it.
That's my goal at this point. I'm still too small to provide quality service from a retail outlet.
Understand.
And so you know, I have a barcode on the bottled water. I
Okay.
purchased those for the convenience stores so they can sell it at their, however they wish to sell it at.
Sure.
But, you know, Mountain Munchies is carrying it, Get the Burger is carrying it.
Oh, wow.
You know, I know water isn't what you normally drink when you go into a burger place. But, you know, it's healthy for you. And
Yeah, and you know, my wife drinks water anywhere. I mean, we go to a restaurant, and if she doesn't have something that, you know, like her Flippy Fandango or whatever, which is some flavor she likes, she'll just go with the water. And she loves bottled water because then she knows it didn't come out of the tap. And I have no problem with tap water. Believe me, I drink
Me
it at
either.
home. But I was just telling Andrew earlier, I live in Big Bear City, and I swear I can smell chlorine now in my water. And it's good for you because it kills all the bacteria, but I can sniff it. If they made a chlorine that didn't have smell to it, I suppose I could get over it. But this is such a great idea. Okay, so I want you to call right now, 878-4886. 878-4886, and win a case of Big Bear Lake Bottled Water Company water. And it cannot be the same person that won. It can't be the same person that won the movie tickets. So anybody out there, just give me a call, 909-878-4886. We'll take your name and number, and we'll get back to you. So this has been such an interesting thing. Now, by any chance, you're not thinking of doing Big Bear wine or anything, are you?
one thing at a time.
One thing at a time. God, I don't understand it. They used to be Big Bear wine. I was telling you before,
Yep.
and it went away. Now, I don't know. I'm just down the road somewhere.
Maybe. I mean, I've heard the same thing about the Big Bear root beer.
Oh, that's right. They used to do Big Bear root beer a
Yep.
long time ago.
And I researched them the other day, and they just say out of stock. So, you know, hopefully that'll never happen to me or to my business.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, really. I would love to sell it, be out of stock.
Okay. So here's the last time. Phone number and email.
Phone is 909-838-8800, and email is bblbwc@gmail.com.
Okay, so we're going to have to go to commercial. I've just got to check my engineer, and we're ready to go. Anyway, Andrew, thank you for coming
you,
in.
Dennis. It's
I
a
hope
pleasure.
to have you back. Let's maybe this summer and give us an update as how you're doing.
I would love to.
Oh, that is fantastic. Folks, stick around. We'll be right back in a few minutes, and we're going to be talking to a very interesting group of people coming with children. See you in just a few minutes.